What you talking about now, Cine? I don't know, but you're gonna get some nuggets out of it though. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn that bell on. There's a new video series dropping every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the random jam session whenever I'm in my bag. You do not want to miss out. Also, be sure to check out my books, man. The link's in the description below, right along with my vegan class if you're trying to go plant-based and stay plant-based. I'm telling you, it works. Oh, and lastly, be sure to follow me on Instagram at _just_scene_. The nuggets I don't put over here, I put over there, so you can always get me when you need me. But you ain't really coming for all of that. Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom. I'm out. And that's when you start to live, because you no longer die. You feel me? You no longer worry about that shit. And that's one of the hardest things for us to overcome, because we, you know, what if we're wrong? What if you're wrong about... I get that question all the time. You feel me? What if I'm wrong about my beliefs? What if I'm wrong about this and shit? Like, all right, well, shit, I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. I didn't die. Shit didn't happen. You feel what I'm saying? I had a homie tell me, you know, what would you do if you wrong and the sky crack? And, you know, this, like, what would you do if you wrong with that? I'm like, he gotta run me my fade, bruh. He's like, you can't say that. No, nigga, you can't say that. I can say whatever the fuck I wanted to say. Like, if we're operating from that perspective, and that shit really does happen, you gotta, all like that whole team, whichever team it is. Like some say he ain't real, and I don't give a fuck who's real, who's fake or not. If that sky cracking, anything descends from that shit, we gotta scrap. Like, we gotta run a fade, bruh. We gotta run a fade on the principle of all the shit that you let happen to my people. Fuck the bullshit. We gotta run the fade on the very strength that everything that you let happen to my people for the last 1,400 years. Hell, more than that, 1,600. Transatlantic was 400. Sub-Saharan was 12. You feel me? Up until where the fuck we are right now. Since the conceptualization of these beings, we've been going through hell. They got to run me my fade. I don't give a fuck what you look. I don't care. If I'm wrong in my beliefs, if I'm wrong in my studies, if I'm wrong in everything, this is why I tell motherfuckers, look, study your own shit. You feel me? Know how you know your shit, and you got to show yourself approved. That's in the Bible, 1 Thessalonians 5:21. Test everything and show yourself approved. Don't come for me with the bullshit about it, about why I feel the way that I feel, because you really don't want to know. You really don't want to go there. But I no longer have that fear, bro. If that sky cracks, the trumpet blows, you feel me? They ascend and they come down. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever it is, I'm confident in saying, you got to run me my fade, bro. Because you sat at the right hand and you watched all of this shit. You watch these atrocities. Motherfuckers pray to you all the time and you watch them. Like, something has to be off. Like, you feel me? But again, my fearlessness and my fear-freeness allowed me to be able to say that. But hearing that sent that chill down your spine. Because that fear is still there. Like, death is the only outcome for us. That's the only guarantee. So how do you live? What are you going to put in this world? What are you going to give to this world? You feel me? Like, you can't dwell on certain shit. You feel me? You can't dwell on certain shit. Like, what capacity, like I said, we go back to the religion and we go back to the fear tactic and shit. Because these deities they allow the demon and the darkness to do what the fuck they want it to do. But it can only do what it allows. It's like, yo, that thing is willing to put, as long as you don't die, it's willing to push your limits. Look at the story of Job. He literally tells the devil, look, you can do whatever you want to him, just don't kill him. But I'm wrong for that. Like, that's there. And that's not out of context. You cannot say that's out of context because that's what the shit says. What kind of deity, and the fear was so prevalent in Job, he still wouldn't curse him. He still want to say, nah, I don't fuck with this nigga, bro. You feel me? Because and then when you read that, it looks good in the story. It looks good in the story. But the reality, that shit happens all the fucking time. And people are just like Job. I'm not saying curse your deity. I'm not saying do anything like that. I'm saying understand your deity. Because now, then the story's going to go on where they're going to say, well, he still blessed him. He gave him his flocks back and he gave him kids again. And if you pay attention to what it says in the very book, it says, he gave him more beautiful children than he had before. I don't give a fuck how cute my kids look if I have more after the first set dies. You can't give me no motherfucking cute kids thinking, oh, this just erases everything. You killed my first babies, bro.